My flowers are really showing off today. It's just so nice to see them bloom this way. My slay queens are growing pretty fast and they look really big today. I brought them a treat of green vegetables so they can enjoy, especially now that they don't get to go out and enjoy the grass and all the greens. So this is a very special treat for them. They're already giving me those noises they give when they are just about to lay eggs. You can hear that from the background, and I'm really looking forward to that first egg. So that means I'm gradually going to wean them out of the growers feed into layers feeds, just to prepare them for the laying and production of eggs. So while weaning, I'll be mixing the growers feed with the layers feed, so that helps them still get the nutrients they need to mature as well as start producing eggs. The commercial feeds have this in them and I usually mix it with my own feeds. So yesterday I did the unthinkable. You all remember that picnic table I had left at the carpenter's that has been lying there since November last year. So I gave him an impromptu visit yesterday and I just sat in there and told him I'm not going to leave the shop without my picnic table, finished or unfinished. So I sat there for about 6 hours waiting for him to finish up the bit that he hadn't finished, and then I decided to do the painting and the sandpapering myself because I think I just lost my patience with this guy. And I always think that there's nothing somebody can do that I can't. So I decided to do the rest myself. So I asked him what I needed to complete the picnic table. And he told me there's that sandpapering. There's a machine they use, but you can also just use the sandpaper and also the paintwork, which preserves the table or the piece of furniture from rain or water. So I bought some sandpaper, a brush, and the varnish, which I'm going to use on the furniture. And I really love this natural color of the wood. So I bought the clear varnish because I'd really love to retain this natural color of this picnic table. So the sandpapering is just for cleaning and smoothing it out. I don't want it perfectly smooth. One of you just told me to make the best out of imperfections, so I just don't want to make it so perfect. And that's the reason I'm only sandpapering the very rough areas that would cause injuries, and the rest I'm just going to leave as they are. I realize sandpapering requires a lot of energy, especially just using this kind of sandpaper. It's not very easy. But thank God I'm done. So next I'm going to use the varnish to paint it and preserve it. And varnish has a very strong smell. That's why I chose to do it right here in the open. Because I'm asthmatic and this kind of smells would just trigger an attack. The smell is so gross, but I realize it's quite cheap. And this whole process is going to save me a lot of money because I was supposed to pay the carpenter extra money for painting and for the sandpapering. I'm not even sure if that's English. Excuse me for the errors. But ever since I started these DIYs, I just realized I'm saving a lot of money because the people who do these things charge you like 3 times the cost of doing it yourself. And honestly, just picking a brush and varnish and painting this little piece of wood doesn't take much of your time. And sometimes the DIYs are really fun to do. So once I'm done with the first coat, I will give it some time to dry up. Then I will do a second coat, and I think that will protect this furniture from rain, because it is going to be an outdoor furniture. I'm just going to put it somewhere under the tree, and I can always chill out there and enjoy some outdoor time. So I guess 2 coats will just be fine. Do you realize how easy and fun it is to do this? I think even a child would enjoy painting this piece of furniture. And for the first time, this pink hibiscus started flowering. It's been here for years, and I think things just bloom when we take care of them. It was a bit neglected in the past, and ever since I started tending to them, taking care of them, adding some manure to them, they're just happy and everything is blooming. And that really encourages me to keep planting, to keep growing stuff. And the home too looks really beautiful. So I really love all those rings and all those patterns that come with natural wood, and that's the reason I don't want to lose them. So I went for the clear paint that will only protect the wood but leave its natural beauty. One thing that I find really annoying about living here is that I'm on a flight path and there are always planes passing right above my house, and I really hate that noise. I came here for the peace and quiet. It's been about 2 hours since I came here, and I've counted 3 planes already. I don't hear them when I'm inside the house, but the problem is I love being outdoors, and that's where the noise is. I guess this I'll have to live with. The battle with the swamp grass is not over yet. We have to keep cutting. Every week there's lots of grass to be cut. With time, I know we will find a way of killing this grass, maybe by planting a different kind of grass. But for now, the cutting continues. Otherwise, we are going to breed lots of dangerous animals here. Schools are closed and the neighborhood is quite noisy today with voices of children, but I love that kind of noise. It's beautiful noises. That's what village life is all about, children playing together and bonding in the neighborhood. Here we don't lock up children in the house. They play outdoors unsupervised, and they always come back home safe. I know this sounds weird to some of you, but that's how the village is, a very safe place to raise your kids. Let me give you a little update on the garden. These are sweet potatoes. Next to the potatoes, I have green onions, and I also planted a few kale. And next to the kales, we have okra. We didn't have rain in days. The rains just came back the other day and they're just starting to pick up. That's why they don't look very healthy, except for the chilies, which I applied some mulch on, and they look pretty well. And these here are sugarcane plants. Somebody asked if I had planted sugarcane at my home. Yes, I have. And over here I have passion fruit, which already needs a trellis. I think the next time I come here, we'll be putting up a trellis for the passion fruit. I also planted some cassava here. They're doing well. And you remember the watermelon we planted, which don't look very healthy. I think it's because we didn't have rain. I've not been watering them. They had started fruiting, but unfortunately they won't be doing well. I think I will plant another batch. The mulberry tree is fruiting, and this time it has lots of fruit. I think you've seen enough of the bananas, so I will take a rest here. The picnic table is now dry, and I've just set it up under the biggest tree I have in my home, and I'm just so happy to have some shade here. So my next visitor should have a place to sit, and we can share a meal right here under the tree. To be honest, I'm really proud of myself for these little milestones. Every milestone counts. You just won't believe how just bringing this picnic table under this tree makes me so happy. On my table today is a simple vegetable recipe. For the next 30 days, I've cut carbs out of my diet, and I'm just trying to eat vegetables and protein. And cabbage is going to be a big part of my diet for the next 30 days. So this is a 3-ingredient recipe. All I need is the cabbage. I need some sausages and 2 eggs. So we are going to mix all this together in a bowl. Then we are going to cook them on low heat, and just like that it will be ready to eat. Very simple, healthy recipes. I don't have a name for my dish today, but I would call it cabbage pizza. So here we go. We have our pizza ready, and I'm just gonna enjoy it like this. I'm trying to avoid drinking tea because it makes me drink sugar too. So this is it. Thank you all for joining me again today. I wish you all a very lovely weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.